Hey guys, how are you doing? Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Tell me how you guys doing today. Are you getting Monday morning blues? Because it's a Monday when I am recording this. It's Monday afternoon. And the topic of today's reading is what are the changes coming next in your life and how to navigate them. This is one topic that you guys chose on my Instagram. So if you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Vatsala. I am an intuitive and certified tarot card reader, a Vedic numerologist, yoga enthusiast. I've been practicing meditation for last 15 years and I also practice Reiki. And if you're new, please subscribe to my channel. That ways I can connect with your energies better and the readings will resonate with you better. So in today's reading, what's coming next for you, I'm going to take few cards from 2 to 3 different oracle decks and we will take their classifications from the tarot deck. And why have I planned it like this? I've planned it like this so that I can get a greater perspective, because it is for a collective and a lot of people, and which with each deck I'm going to get a greater perspective and depth and more messages in the reading. Okay, so this is a general reading. It will not resonate with everyone, it will resonate with some, so please take what resonate. And if you want a reading for your personal or any individual issue, you can always DM me, or I will list down my contact details in the description and you can get in touch with me. So without further delay, let's start the reading. I'm just going to clear the energy. Okay. So spirit guide, angels and ancestors, please tell us what is in the highest good for the collective. What is it that they can expect in their life next? What major changes are coming in my collective's life next? I have the loyalty card. That's and ending at the bottom of the deck. Okay, that's a wonderful card. That's very rare that I get this card. Okay, I have happiness card. Okay, your life is changing for better. And the success card. Okay, and leadership at the bottom of the deck. Wow, these are such positive energies. I'm so happy, guys. I am already excited for this reading. So I'm gonna take some more cards from this deck. I see a hardship, like I see a difficult period ending for you. And that has been, of course, after Mercury retrograde ending, and this is the time where you can manifest your desires. Today is new moon and Virgo, by the way. The orphaned, okay, the healer. Okay, what changes are coming next into my collectives? The one, the tear, the temple. Okay, I do see spiritual growth here. I honestly see spiritual growth here. And I'm just going to pick from one more deck, oracle decks, few messages, and then we will take messages from the tarot card. I also have the affirmators card with me, so we'll pick some affirmations at the end of the reading. So keep watching till the end. Okay, so what changes can my collective who's watching me expect in their life right now? The witch, the smith, the tailor, the founder. Before I pick the tarot cards and start clarifying this, I'm getting one message that you are really recognizing your own worth right now. You are ending a very, very painful cycle where you felt you were left alone to deal with those things. And you were left alone to deal with those things. The universe wanted that for you so that you can find in your own strength. You could be also going through a spiritual growth, and that has been there for a lot of people in this year. A lot of people who got tarot reading for me this year has been a catalyst for spiritual growth for a lot of people. And the witch is telling me you could also be interested in occult and Smith and Taylor is telling me you could be working on your skills, or not, if not occult, but you could be working on your skills, enhancing your spiritual skills or other gifts. It could also mean that you're working on your success and really empowering yourself right now. Okay, and that is bringing in the happiness, the loyalty that you wanted in a relationship. That's bringing in a lot of abundance. The founder and leadership is telling me you could also start your own business. You could be a leader or a founder of something which is very close to your heart, you know, something where you want things to be done for the greater good. Okay, yeah, these are the messages that I'm getting. Let me know in the comments below if you resonate with any of them. Now we will start taking the tarot cards for all the cards that we've picked. Okay, so bottom of the deck is Lovers, and I was about to pick a card for loyalty. I feel that some of you who were looking at commitment or loyalty in a love and relationship, that's coming. Okay, so the Queen of Wands, Eight of Wands, a passionate meeting is coming. Okay, so why loyalty? Yeah, this is the card if you want to see it again. See, such a beautiful card. Why loyalty? Nine of Coins. This is showing me your loyalty towards yourself. You are being loyal towards yourself, your personal growth. You are valuing yourself, and that's bringing in loyalty from others, if that's what you're expecting in your love life. Okay, like I said, this energy shows that you've done the work and you've been putting in the work for your own development. The Sun, clarity, happiness, you bringing in that clarity and happiness within your life. Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. And this shows loyalty, shows, okay, one more card please. Three of Cups, Six of Coins. Okay, so what loyalty is showing me is that when you are focused on your happiness, when you are focused on your growth, when you are focused on bringing in that happiness within and not depending on anybody else, you are getting that loyalty from the person on your mind or from the universe. You are getting that equal give and take from someone that you've been waiting for. It could be in a job, loyalty in a job, workplace. I see a relationship because I saw Lovers. You're also making healthy choices with Lovers and letting go of the past. Six of Cups, recognition, reconciliation. This is showing me all of that. Okay, so that's coming your way. That's a big change coming your way. Wow, it's positive change. I'm so happy. Why happiness? What happiness? Obviously, I could just see why happiness is coming. Okay, the King of Wands, the Nine of Wands, the Queen of Cups, the Six of Coins. This is a very, very specific message for a relationship. There's some masculine energy, and gender is different. You could see so we have Queen of Cups and King of Wands. Somebody's very passionate about you, and they are literally having sleepless nights on how to come towards you. I think it's connected to loyalty, connected to commitment, and you're in your emotions. You are filling in your own cup with the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups energy here is you feeling fulfilled within yourself again. And I think in so many months prior to this, probably 5 to 6 months is what I'm intuitively getting, you've been working on yourself and you feel very satisfied and very happy in yourself. And there's somebody who wants to come to you, and they're really, why Nine of Wands? But why are they so worried while coming towards you? Maybe there's a lot of tension between you two. There could be a separation because reconciliation card was there. Knight of Cups. Yeah, because they want to they're manifesting a new start with you and offer you something, offer you loyalty, offer you commitment. So while you're working on yourself, there's somebody who is really pushed by the universe to come towards you and give you the love that you deserve. Oh, and then after happiness we had success. You've been working on your success. You've been that boss, and because we had leadership at the bottom of the deck. You've been taking charge of your life, it seems. Tell me about success. strength, you gaining strength. uh, Six of Wands, this is a success card. This is recognition. This is success. Leadership card. You're not only gaining success, but you're getting followers. You have people following you and following your path. You know, they are seeing how you could change your life, and they are learning. You're a leader. You know, you could be, like I said, you could be manifesting and started something on your own. A lot of success even at workplace, and Two of Cups, and that's bringing in the love. This is the message. This is the, like, in the entire reading, this is the message, because you have worked on yourself. You have done the inner work. You have believed in God, and you've really with the temple, probably gone to the temple also, probably prayed every day, and you are committed to your success. That's bringing in all the good luck to you. Okay, that's superb. You know, all the best for all these changes. I want to know in the comments below. I want to know this energy. I want to feel this energy. Okay, now we will go to the Witch. I think this reading is going to be a little longer than I anticipate, so please bear with me. Okay, the High Priestess. Yes, you listening to your intuition. And the Empress energy. This is specifically for people who are in a cult, who have spiritual gifts. You know, you could be identifying your spiritual gifts. Okay, and this talks about even spiritual growth, listening to your intuition. You could be a clairvoyant, you could be a psychic, you could be a tarot card reader, or Reiki healer, those kind of gifts. This is experimentation and rebellion. You are also moving out of your comfort zone. Okay, I want to read this Witch card. It's really this tells me a lot about you and who you really are. So I want to read this out for you. The world is full of old wisdom, but some advice is too outdated for the modern lives we live now. Okay, tradition is set for guides, not strict rule book. If you find that you are being held back by how you should approach a situation, break from tradition and forge your own route. You know, surround yourself with others who think outside the box. Embrace a new tradition. So you don't have to go, like, if you're an artist or in a cult or a tarot card reader, you don't have to be a scientist, or, like, not that being a scientist is, like, I would love to be a doctor or engineer. I mean, I really respect those professions, but I'm just giving an example that those are more acceptable professions. And maybe you're an artist, maybe you're a musician, maybe you're somebody who wants to pave its own way, and your intuition is leading you towards it. So pave that way for yourself, and I think you've already started doing that. Okay, with Smith and Taylor, you know, these cards are telling me that you've already started doing the work on that. What is this Smith? The Emperor, the Hierophant, and the Five of Swords. So, you know, I really identify with the Witch. I want to tell you something about myself. I've actually worked in corporate, in business development, marketing, and all those areas for 18 years. And in my work, even though I've got awards, I've got recognition, I've worked in really good organizations, I always felt it was not for me. So when I wanted to do tarot and occult, everybody says that, you know, you lost it because that's not a profession. What are you going to do? Are you just going to, like, make videos? And I said, that's what I want to do. I want to do this. So I totally understand if your intuition is asking you to go somewhere and your soul is asking you to be somewhere right now and follow your bliss. Okay. Now coming to the Smith, okay, which is like overthinking and taking action. You are coming out of that Five of Swords energy, overthinking, overanalyzing, internal conflict. Five of Swords in traditional tarot is always about too many people, their opinion, and external conflict. But these days I'm seeing in readings it talks more about internal, especially to me, and it's like tarot can be different to different people. It talks about internal conflict, okay, and you moving out of that zone and getting structure and stability. And again, we have the High Priestess and the Hierophant. You are taking help of divine or some teacher or some method to kind of pave your way, to put in the work. Okay, and you have Ace of Cups, giving yourself love. This is self-love card. Okay, and we have the Tailor, attention to detail and pride. You putting in a lot of detail in your work, a lot of attention to detail. I'm getting Eight of Pentacles energy here, working on a skill and kind of mastering it. Page of Coins, yes, you are taking action towards your, towards grounding your imagination, or towards grounding your towards, sorry, grounding your ideas, having a more practical, taking more practical steps towards, again with Knight of Coins, taking more practical steps towards your dreams, and getting out of this energy of uncertainty, stress, anxiety, really moving out of there and getting into balance and working on yourself. I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of you. Okay, now we have the Orphan. This card tells me about transformation. This card tells me about you feeling left out in cold, that you had to manage all this time on your own. So why this Orphan? Why this Orphan? We have the Nine of Coins. Yes, you were working on balancing on yourself, and you had to do it on your own. You had to do a lot of things alone on your own. Magician. You have all the tools to manifest anything. Yes, you were working on yourself. I think this Orphan is like, while in solitude, while you thought there was no help from outside, you chose yourself and gave yourself help, and you started working on yourself. And the One, this card is giving me the energy that you felt connected to the source, you felt connected to divine at this point of time. I want to read this card also. Eight of Wands, forward movement, positive movement. What were you moving towards? A lot of passion. Hangman. Contradictory energy. The Moon. Okay, yes, you are moving away from a time of pause, halt, a time of emotional distress, and you feeling more connected to your own self. I want to read this out to you. I think the book was here. The book is not here. I don't want to waste time. I'll try and put the details in the description of what this card says, but it's really about you connecting with your inner self. This is about you listening to your intuition and connecting with your inner self and moving out of that stagnation. Okay, now you have the Tear. This was a painful change. This was a change. This was a spiritual change. It was like a pilgrimage. It was you have to let go of a lot of pain, anger, worry to get here. Conflict, yes, internal, external conflict. This also shows me conflict with other people, where you felt left out in the cold. Two of Wands, you made a choice to move on from that. You made a choice to move on from that energy and do something for yourself. You picked yourself up from the rock bottom, and you are a warrior, a champion. Page of Swords, yes, this Page of Swords is like you mastering your thoughts over the problem. Okay, and gaining strength from a Tower moment. Yes, healing from a Tower moment, which is like, Tower moment is when all your stability goes away. Maybe you had a lot of loss in relationships, in money, in jobs, but you picked yourself from there, you healed yourself from there, and you got in touch with your own self. Okay, you got in touch with your own self and started something new which was more aligned with yourself. I'm loving this reading and I'm loving this energy. Okay, so where is all this leading to? What is coming next towards my collective? What is coming next to my collective? You have expecting miracles. Miracles are blossoming in my life. Expect miracles. So what else can my collective expect next in their life? You have exceeding expectations, are soar into excellence, like really moving out of, like really breaking a barrier, really, getting a breakthrough is the energy that I'm getting, like literally quantum jump, literally changing your reality is the energy. Hearing messages from this spirit, I'm a clear channel for messages. Spirit, yes, this goes with this card. This goes with this energy where you are listening to your intuition, you are connecting with the divine, spiritual growth, okay, launching your own journey, yes, starting something new which is aligned with your own self. Okay, so this is the message that I'm getting. Let's see how to navigate through these changes from the angel guidance. So how do they navigate through these changes? How do they navigate through these changes? Choose a new direction. If you're worrying too much, if you're stressing yourself out, if you are constantly stressing about a certain thing, choose a new direction, because within a few months, okay, within a few months, the situation that you are will improve. Okay, and meditate in perfect timing. Okay, and meditation brings answers. To keep up the good work on spiritual growth and keep meditating and keep growing is what I'm hearing. And now we'll just take one affirmation from the affirmators deck. So what affirmation do you have for my collective, Spirit? What affirmation do you have for my collective? You have the Seven of Wands. This is really telling me that right now you need to preserve your energy, and you don't have to be defensive about things. If there are a lot of people could have a lot of expectations from you, and you don't need to fulfill all of them. You need to protect your own energy right now. Seven of Wands. Okay, so no one can take away the things that make me and my life brilliant, and if they try, I may cut them out. So let go of anything that's not serving. You can take a screenshot if you want. And protecting your energy. Okay, thank you for sharing your energy. So expect a lot of positive changes. This is such a beautiful reading after such a long time. Last week I channeled such heavy energies, and right now the energy is clearing up. And happy full moon to you. And let me know in the comments below if this resonates. I will see you next reading. Bye.